What's up, guys? I'm Jim Ansel. This is Real Deal Outdoors. It's Tuesday, so that means it's time for another Test Tank Tuesday. So about a week ago, I made a video where we unboxed a bunch of stuff that we got from a company called 6th Sense. And I made a couple of statements in that video that might not have been very accurate. I said 6th Sense pretty much only made hard lures and jigs. Well, as it turns out, 6th Sense has gotten into the soft plastic game. And this week I got a nice shipment of lures from 6th Sense. All soft plastics, there's a whole line of different stuff, and they all look really good. We've got a lure in there that's perfect for Ned rigs, we got one in there for shaky heads, we've also got some other styles in there like Senko style baits, and a creature bait. And I'm gonna do an unboxing video where we take a look at each one of those baits. We're also gonna be doing a Test Tank Tuesday on each of those baits here pretty soon. Anyway, these soft plastics look fantastic, and this Tuesday we're gonna try out the Ned Fry. The Ned Fry is a 4.6 inch buoyant soft plastic worm. It's made specifically for fishing on the Ned rig, but you can also fish it in a variety of other ways, on shaky heads, Texas rigs, you name it, you can do it with this thing. At 4.6 inches, it's just a little bit shorter than your standard Senko style bait, which makes it pretty big for a Ned rig lure. If you find that it's a little too big for your traditional Ned rig head, throw that sucker on a shaky head. You could also cut the lure in half to make it a little bit shorter, but you're gonna lose a significant amount of action when you do that. You know, just feeling the lure, it's a really dense soft plastic. It's made to be buoyant, so it's a little different than your typical soft plastic. And you can definitely feel the difference when you take this out and you hold it in your hand. It has a ribbed body design, which is supposed to displace more water and attract more fish. I've also found that the ribbed bodies help a lot with holding scent in a lot better. If you dip your lures or if you spray your lures, there's all kinds of nooks and crannies for that scent to get into, and it holds it a lot better than if you were to dip a smooth plastic. You know, the smooth soft plastics, I feel like you dip them and as soon as they hit the water, the stuff just comes right off. So anyway, let's jump right over to the test tank and we'll see how this thing looks in the water. Alright, so there you guys go. You see, you're not getting a really overly active bait with this thing, and that's typically the case when you're going with a Ned rig bait. These lures that are specifically made for the Ned rig are made to be durable, they're made to be buoyant, and there's a little bit of a trade-off there. When you've got a more durable, buoyant bait, the action's just not as pronounced as it would be on something more soft and supple. Now, you know, those softer, supple plastics, they tear up a whole lot more easily. And so they're really not good for a technique like Ned rigging, because when you're Ned rigging, the name of the game is all about numbers. Okay, you catch a ton of fish when you tie on the Ned rig. If you were using something soft and supple that tears up really easily, you'd go through a ton of baits really quickly. So it's important when you're Ned rigging to use something that's more durable. And that works out perfectly because typically those more buoyant soft plastics, they hold up a whole lot better under hard fishing. Alright guys, I know I said I wasn't going to do outros for these videos, but after watching that one that we did last week over and over again, I kind of felt like something was missing and I needed to do more of an outro. Give you guys a little more information about the lure. It was a little boring spending a minute and a half watching this lure just bounce around the screen. Anyway guys, as always, thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also head down to the comments section, guys, and let me know if there's any soft plastics that you'd like to see me try out in the test tank. You know, I had a couple of folks ask for some Biospawn lures last week, and we're definitely going to do some Biospawn lures on here. Biospawn makes one of my all-time favorite lures. So we're going to test out a bunch of their lures over the course of this show. Well guys, that's going to wrap this week's episode up. Thank you all again for watching. Tight lines until next time.